Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the webinar session on Diwali preparation recommendations. Uh, I know there are very few days left for the event to start, and the next question that I expect from every one of you is, when is the event going to start? So let me answer that right now only, that we don't have the exact clarity on the dates as of now, and the team is working on the construct of the event, how long it will be and how many phases and all. So, but we are expecting the official mail on this very soon, like within this week mostly, or early next week. We should have you also should have a clarity on the dates, exact dates of the event. Okay. So, but yes, I mean, having said that also, there are very few weeks left for the event. So we thought, and this historically Diwali sale has been the biggest sale for the year. And we expect this year also multiple increase in the customer visits on the platform and the purchases as well. Correct. So that's why we thought it will be good to reach out to you on how you can prepare better for the event, and which all categories that you can focus on, what are the ASPs or price points that you can work on to bring them and to maximize your sales, right? Uh, the mail body called out, we will be having this session in two buckets. Today we will be having four categories within OHL, which are home, lawn and garden, business and industrial supplies, and automotive. We'll start with home first, in the interest of time, because we have only 60 minutes and we have lot many questions and content to go ahead with. Yeah. Aditya, in case you're
Rishikesh,
on call, you can. Yeah.
Rishikesh, just should we wait for people to join in? We are 66 people on the call as
So
of now,
this,
and it is increasing. Yeah.
yeah, so this will keep on happening, Aditya, I believe. So I think we can go ahead maybe, or maybe we can wait for a minute maximum and then start, because we have a lot to cover. So yeah. Okay, then we'll do one thing. We'll start at 2:03. We'll wait for a minute more and then start. Aditya, at 2:03, you can start and you can take over from there. Yeah. Thanks.
Sure. Okay. Okay. So this screen is being shared. Hello,
Yeah,
Malvika, if
yeah.
you're on the call, can you please change the screen? Yeah, to the next
I,
slide, please. Yeah, thanks.
Malvika, we can go to home. Like we can go to Malvika, we can go to home. Like we can go to next and next screen, please. Next to that, please. Yeah, Aditya, please go on.
Yeah, Malvika, please go to the next slide. Yeah. So overall, for everyone on the call, like home, as of last month, which is August month, home is the largest category on marketplace across the across entire marketplace, all categories. I mean, not just the ones on this call. So and we have been seeing a very healthy increase over the last 3 years. So it was the third largest category 2 years ago, and now it is the largest category in entire marketplace. So in terms of Diwali especially, home as a category spikes throughout the event. Uh, by throughout the event, I mean it is a 28-day event like last year it was. So right from day one till the last day, home is on a spike. The only difference is that the shift, like different categories spike at different times. So for example, closer to like after a mid event, specialty lighting and candles, they start spiking a lot. Diwali decorations, as we move closer to Diwali, all these home decor related to Diwali, which is candles, torans, and Lakshmi Ganesha idols, all these things start spiking. And also towards the end, comforters, comforters which is in winter furnishing, that starts spiking. So yeah, that was what I was saying. On the screen, we see three categories: home decor, which contains of idols, showpieces, photo frames, diya, puja thali, vase, artificial flowers, mandir. So from this, the main themes that will spike are idols and figurines, of course. Photo frames is a category that spikes in all events, and the same it will do in Diwali also. In terms of categories that spike lower in other events but higher in Diwali, where we have Puja Thali and wooden mandir. So basically anything related to puja articles and Diwali specific decorations and candles, for example. Like I think I can share this. Like last year it spiked by around 18x. So this year we are anticipating a spike of at least 8 times for candles alone, right? And again, last year home decor accents, diyas, etc. So brass diyas, etc. They spiked by around 6-7x. This year again we are expecting similar spikes. In terms of ASP, lower price ASP less than 1,800 work well for all these categories. For wall art it is slightly lower, less than 400, 300 for especially wall stickers and decals. So ASP for our wall stickers is around 250, 300 for the platform, and similarly it spikes. So yeah, that is all for this slide. For any questions, please enter in the chat window, or we can move on to the next slide, please. Yeah, so that was the first category, home decor. This is the second one, which is basically home furnishing and bedding. Bed sheets is the largest again subcategory across all GLs in hardlines, right? So this category alone, I mean, contributes to 15-20% of home category. So this is an evergreen category with different designs and ASPs and thread counts, and it again spikes very well in Diwali. Top call outs for bed sheets usually start around 250, 300 in Diwali from different brands, and it goes up to 2-3,000 also. Key ASP ranges for a, let's say, 144, 176 TC bedsheet would be 600 would be a good ASP to sell all these bedsheets. 600, 700, 800, right? This includes, this has some share of offline brands, but again dominated by marketplace seller private labels. So T-Decor is one such brand, but majorly again 90% is from private labels. A projected spike again is 2.5x. Within bedding, we have pillow covers, pillows. Pillows is not mentioned. Pillows is there, and comforters is there, which is microfiber and woolen blankets, all those things. They also spike because of winter in western and northern India during the next 3 months. So they will also continue to spike after Diwali event is over, right? Clocks again is part of home decor. Clock spikes in every event, led by ASP less than 600, 700, and less than that, and top brands are mentioned in the window. Expected spike again will be 2 to 3x. Furnishing contains a different like multiple categories, starting from curtains, slip covers, etc. Everything is mentioned on the screen again. Curtain linen is the curtain linen and carpets have become very big subcategories in the last 2 years for us, and added on by mattress protectors and slip covers, which are in bedding and furnishing respectively. So these 4 subcategories, they have seen a very high spike and in the like continuously in BAU and ARTs during the last 2 years. So again, these are expected to spike. Curtain linen will be slightly lower on the spike because again, this is a summer category mostly. So yeah, but due to Diwali, there will be a good traction for the 1 month. So spike for curtain linen will be slightly less than 2, 1.8, 1.9, but all other categories again will be greater than 2. ASPs again are mentioned on the screen for everyone. Yeah. I think this is all in terms of carpets and furnishing. We can move on to the next slide, please.
Thanks, Aditya. Yeah, so I will cover the next part of it, which is like within home, we have multiple categories as well, right? So Aditya has covered home for furnishing, bedding, and home decor. I'll be taking up home storage and lighting, correct? So in home storage, there are 3 subcategories which I will focus more on, which are expected to spike more than 2x. By spike, I mean which are expected to have sales at least 2 times better than the normal non-event days sale, right? And those are closet organization, storage, and wall shelves. So as you can see on screen as of now, to closet or an organization, like it will include the products types like collapsible wardrobes, underbag bags or cloth storage bags, shirt stacker, all those will be a part of the closet organization. And the ASP buckets that are working well as of now for us are mentioned in the on the screen. And for example, the top brands, as you can see on the screen, are Maison and Cuisine, Homescrap. These are all the seller level brands. For underbag storage, Scorite is also one brand that you can look at. And for underbag storage, anything less than 1,000 or say in wardrobes, anything between 1K to 1.5K will be a good ASP to get the maximum sale out of it, right? So please have a look at the selection from these brands. The intent of this slides is, this presentation itself is to give you an idea of which categories are spiking, and so that you can go and check on these brands and bring in something similar to them if you can, right? Second category which I will talk about is storage, which includes the multi-purpose storage baskets, modular organizers, like as you can see, the 2-layer, 3-layer, 4-layer modular storage baskets, as you can see on the screen, right? Then the drawers and all those will also be a part of the storage. Jewelry organizers, again, it is not mentioned here, but that will also be a part of the storage subcategory within home. And the ASP for storage baskets, again, this is for plastic material, that is only selling the most for us. Anything less than 500 will be a good ASP. For the stacked ones, like as you can see on the screen, the image number 2, 4-layer, 5-layer is selling best for us, and that in the range of 1,400 to 3,500, varying from brands to brands. Again, this storage category itself is a head brand heavy category, where the top brands are Nayasa, Cello, Joyful, and all those brands. So you can check these brands and their ASINs on the platform, right? The spike that we're expecting here is 2 times the normal BA spike that we are seeing, correct? We'll move to next slide, Malvika, please. Yeah, thanks. Next, I'll come to wall shelves. Wall shelves is a tricky one because this whatever will come under home will be the collapsible wall shelves. The furniture or say wooden wall shelves will not be a part of home. That will go under furniture, and the fees also will be different for that. So collapsible wall shelves or say plastic wall shelves all will be a part of the home category now. And the ASP, again, as you can see, the range which I have mentioned is quite wide. It starts from 800 goes to 3K. So this is because of the nature of the wall shelf also. If it is somewhere, if it is something like shown in the screen, shown in the image number 2 in the wall shelves, then that will be less than 1K. But if it is something like the first image, which is from the Star Work, so that will be that will go to in the range of greater than 1.5 to 2K as well. The dominating brands, again, as I mentioned, are Star Work, Milnil, Joyful, and all. And we are expecting a spike of 2 to 2.5x here as well. Then I will move to shoe organizers, where again we are expecting a good spike of around 2x. The spike of 1.5x that I have mentioned here is for waste recycle and shoe organizers put together. But if I talk about only shoe organizers, then at least 2x is what we are expecting. In the last 8 months, we have seen a spike of around 3.5x overall. If I combine the data for last 8 months only. But for Diwali period, again, this being a little bit heavy on the monsoon side, I am taking a little lower spike here, expecting a little lower spike here, but 2x is what we should be having. Again, this is collapsible shoe racks will only be a part of home GL, and the wooden or metal ones will go under other GLs and not the home part, right? The top brands are mentioned here, so you can go through that as well. I'll move to the next category, and which is probably the biggest category in home when it comes to the spike versus Diwali, right? So which is lighting. So within lighting, we have 3 subcategories majorly, which is functional lighting, decorative lighting, lamps. So functional lighting, by functional lighting I mean all the LED bulbs and battens, smart bulbs, plug lights, panel lights, all will be a part of the functional bucket. And the ASPs, again, this is also a head brand heavy category where you see the maximum sale coming from the top brands like Philips, Wipro, Cisco. So if you could source the ASINs from these brands, or if you already have the listings from these brands, then you might want to focus more on the SPX, AMS for those ASINs and make the most out of the sale event for these, right? The ASP buckets are mentioned here for LED bulbs. Anything less than 800 will be a good ASP bucket. For emergency lights, anything between 500 to 800 will be a good good ASP. The expected projection spike we're expecting is around 2.5 to 3x of the normal BAU spike. Again, here also these ASPs are for pack of 1 majorly, but pack of 2, 4, 6, as you go, as you make the packs, the ASP also keeps on increasing, right? And the pack of 2, 4 and 6 are working well for us. Then I'll come to decorative lighting, which is again the highest within lighting as well. Last year it spiked around the 10x for us. This year I'm expecting a spike of at least 8x for this, and this includes majorly string lights, clip lights, pendant lights, star lights, moon lights, all basically Diwali specific ASINs, right? So string lights, if you could bring in anything between say 99 to 400, that nothing like that. Pendant lights or star lights, anything between 200 to 600 will be a great ASP. And this is again, there is no major head brand play as such, or any smaller private level brands also will sell well, because these are the kind of products where brands like people will not be looking at brands, but they will be looking at the pricing, right? Just one thing I'll say here, that whatever ASINs you will bring in, it will be recommended to bring in with the BIS certification, because as per the new norms, it is mandatory for all the lighting products now, right? So third will be lamps. Lamps will be one category where we need more number of ASINs. We don't have good number of ASINs here. So if you could bring in a selection similar to say Philips, or even the smaller brands like Hoteon, or any other smaller brands, so that would be great. And the ASPs in the bucket of less than 1K will be a great ASP. Again, 2x is the spike which we are expecting here as well. Arts and crafts, this is not a part of lighting, but a different category altogether within home. This is also, we are expecting a spike of 2x, and all these your paint brushes, the art kits, colors, your sewing kits, all these small items will also be a part of the arts and crafts. This also people, there are many people who like to prepare something handmade during Diwali and all for their decorations. So these also are expected to spike by at least 2 to 2.5x, right? And the ASPs are here are very less than 300, 400 will be a good ASP, right? So this is all on home overall. Please post your questions if any on the chat window. By then we'll move to the next GL, which is lawn and garden. Yeah, Shardul, please.
Malvika, next slide, please. Okay. Hi everyone. So we are going to talk about lawn and garden. Let me just tell you what lawn and garden is. Basically, lawn and garden covers all the products that you require for decoration, upkeep, maintenance of your home surroundings. Right? It's not only confined to gardening products, but then it comprises of multiple other products like renewable energy, solar panels, power tools used in the home outdoors, and multiple other products as well. We'll start with pest control. Pest control, is the largest subcategory for us. Pest control comprises of multiple types of products. It comprises of mosquito nets, door nets, balcony nets. It also includes plant protection sprays and plant insecticides, mosquito bats, insects, and rodent controls. The good ASP for these products is 249 to 999. The lower range of ASP is for vaporizer products, which are primarily from the head brands like All Out, Goodnight, Mortin, etc. Whereas mosquito nets, door nets, balcony nets can have a higher ASP, and it depends on the size of the product, right? This is the historical trend. We expect a spike of close to 2.9x in this category. Then moving on to the second category, which is gardening. Gardening as a category is the largest category for us. Last year pest control used to be the biggest for us. Now gardening as a category is the biggest. It comprises of multiple subcategories, which is pots, planters, gardening tool sets, watering cans, hose nozzles, etc. Right? Planters, the ASP ranges anywhere from 250 to 1500. Pumps is a head brand product where we have selection from brands like Kirloskar, Crompton, Havells, etc. Whereas for the other products, which is like pots, gardening tools, watering cans, and nozzles, it's a private label play there. And the top brands include Ecofine, Sinagro, Orchid Engineers, Tufo, etc. The expected spike here is about 3.1x. Moving on to the next category, which is live plants. Live plants, this includes multiple types of plants. We have the largest selection of live plants. And on Amazon, I think this particular subcategory contributes to close to 10% of the total GMS that we do, right? The ASP ranges, this is the belly of the market. It ranges from 200 to 600 rupees, but then there can be other plants which are like high ASP plants as well, which are grafted plants or bonsai plants, which can be of a higher ASP as well. This is completely a private label play, and the projected spike here is 2.7x. One good thing or a peculiar thing that I would like to talk about Lawn and Garden is this is the GL which has the highest growth year on year last year, and also if you look at a cumulative AGR, that is CAGR, like 2-year growth, this is still the highest growing GL for Amazon in OHL category. In last year, we have seen multiple new crorepati sellers in the GL. So for new sellers, it's given that it's primarily driven by head brands. If you have good selection, good price point, and if you have SP ads, coupons configured on your product, you can really grow in the category. Okay, Malvika, next slide, please. Okay, moving on to the second part of Lawn and Garden, which is a high ASP section. Given the high ASP nature of the products, we see a significantly higher, Diwali projected spike here as well. The first one being solar panels, renewable energy. It comprises of solar panels, solar batteries, solar inverters, charge controllers, solar lights, gardening lights, gadgets, and street lamps. The ASP here differs by the product type. As I said, solar panels, depending on the wattage of the product, they can range from anywhere, 2,500 to 30,000, even 50,000 rupees solar panels also we do carry. Solar lights, this is impulse purchase driven category. The ASP of the products here is smaller, lower. It ranges anywhere between 400 to 900 rupees. Inverters, this is a head brand play where the top brands being Microtek and Luminous. All the other brands, if you see in the other sections, is private label dominated. Loom Solar, Hardol, Surgy, UTL, Vikram Solar. So there are multiple new brands that are coming up in this category, and we see all the brands and sellers who have listed products here, getting some success here. The expected spike in this category is 6.1x. Moving on to the next category, which is outdoor power tools, which comprises of chainsaws, pole saws, string trimmer, edger, lawnmower, tiller, cultivator, generator. All these products are required in your home surroundings for the upkeep of your home surroundings, right? There's a good mix of private label and head brands here. The top brands include Boston, Steel, Honda, Black & Decker, Makita, these being the head brands, and whereas we have good contribution from the private labels as well. This is Turner Tools, Philstar, Neptune Spares, etc. The expected spike in this particular category is 3.6x. The key to gaining share and gaining business in this category is selection. If you have selection in the right channels, when I say right channels, I mean either FBA or EasyShip, you will see significant growth in this particular category. The last category that I'm going to talk about is outdoor living, which comprises of grills, pools, and spa. These are basically outdoor dining products comprising of charcoal grills, electric grills, etc. And then inflatable pools, which people can use for outdoor activities with the family. The grills, 1,099 to 5,000 rupees. That's the ASP range that we have. Inflatable pools, 2,000 to 4,000. Top brands include head brands like Prestige and multiple private labels like Hitech, Chocho, Mazoria, etc. Projected spike here is 5x. Yeah, so that's all about Lawn and Garden. As I said, the key to success in this category is getting selection in the right channels and having the right price point. So yeah, wish you all the best. Moving on to the next GL, please, Malvika. Hi Malvika, can we move to BIS? Then we'll come back to auto. Yeah. Hello everyone. My name is Vishnu. So I handle automotive and BSS categories as category business development manager. So BIS is basically the business, industrial and scientific supplies. So here the biggest category for financial year 2021 so far is our PPE is the biggest category that we have. So the category contributes to around 29% of the entire business. So here are part of PPE subcategory. So masks contribute to around 20-21% of the business to the GL's business. So the bigger brands, this is again heavily dominant by the private labels like Ascard, Bildos, and also we have head brands like 3M and Venus. But this subcategory is mostly dominant by the private labels. So we are expecting a spike of around 1.6x, and the correct ASP, the right ASP for this product is around 45 to 149 per unit, and generally the pack of 100 and pack of 200 sells well on Amazon. Moving to industrial tools. So industrial tools is the second biggest category, and this is the core category for the GL. So welding machines, angle grinders, rotary hammers are part of are the major product types in the category. The brands like Ibel, head brands like Bosch, DeWalt, Makita. So these are the top brands in the category. And here we have other products like welding and soldering. So soldering irons, soldering kits, accessories, lathe machines, milling machines, cutting tools and accessories, abrasive pads, grinding wheels are all part of this category. So yeah. Moving to the next category, janitorial and sanitation. So this is the third biggest category in the GL. So the products here are basically the professional washers, cleaners, cleaning carts, uh, and the hospital rubs, sanitizers. So these are the major categories. And the price range, sanitizers, the price range is somewhere between 225 to 400, and for 5 kg pack it is between 1000 rupees to 1300. So the bigger brands here are Sterlomax, 3M, Cleaning Supplies, Eureka Forbes, and other seller brands are the bigger brands here, and we are expected to see a spike of around 3x during Diwali, and industrial tools we are expected to see a spike of around 5x. Packaging shipping supplies. So the thermal printers, barcode scanners are part of this category. So this category we have we are expected to see a growth of 4x. The ASP in this product range in this subcategory is between 1900 to 4000. Top brands are TCS, TSC, TVS, Hoyne, Zebra are the biggest categories here. And apart from this, you have the all the material handling products like barcodes, the scanners, the packaging labels, receipt printers are all part of this category. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah. Next is the medical supplies category. So medical supplies category, the biggest product type in this category. The biggest product type in this category is stethoscopes. So stethoscope we see a spike of around 7 to 8x spike. Again, this is here dominant by head brand. 3M does well, and there are private labels like Indo Surgicals. These brands do particularly well during the Diwali. And also the hospital furniture, it could be the beds, although the beds, furniture tails, furniture chairs, tables are part of this subcategory. So for oximeters are part of this category. So the price range is somewhere between 1000 to 3500. Stethoscope ranging from 1200 to 8000. Thermometers from 800 to 1700, and we are expected to see a category spike of around 5x. Electrical testing. So electrical testing we have majorly into the instruments. So any product that is used to test, measure, or inspect, so are part of instruments. So the main products are multimeters, power meters, vernier calipers,
micrometers, weighing scales, temperature, any product that is used to measure temperature, water quality, pressure gauges are all part of the instruments. So the key brands here are Fluke, Miko, Mitutoyo, Baker, Yuzuki are the bigger brands in this category. Scales and balances. So this is again a category that is expected to spike around 3.6x. So all the commercial digital weighing scales or the retail weighing scales which are used in small retail shops or the restaurants are part of this category. Commercial kitchen supplies. So all the deep freezers of brands like Blue Star, Voltas, Haier, Rockwell are part of this category. And coffee vending machines like Atlantis, Cafe Desire. So these brands do pretty well. So we are expected to see a spike of 3.5x in the category, but deep freezers are expected to grow at around 5x to 6x. Malvika, can we move to auto? Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, automotive. So vehicle tools. So the product types are pressure washers, car vacuum cleaners, tire inflators, and air purifier. The ASP for pressure washer is somewhere between 5,500 to 9,500. Vacuum cleaners are between 1,100 to 1,200. Tire inflators are from 1,000 to 1,200. So the bigger brands here are Bosch, Karcher, and other seller brands like Worley. So Worley. This will be the category that is expected to see an spike of around 6.6x to 7x. Then moving to rider protection. So this subcategory is mainly into the helmets and masks. So helmets, the price range of helmets is between 600 to 1,200. The top brands in the category are Steelbird, Vega, Studs. So we are expected to see a spike of around 5.2x. Car and bike tires. So this is predominantly the tire brands. So tires are expected to see a spike of around 1,800. The ASP for this product is between 1,800 to 3,500 for car tires, and for bike tires it is between 600 to 2,300. Top brands here are MRF, Apollo, Goodyear, Seat, Bridgestone, Michelin, Yokohama, and JK tires. We are expected to see a spike of around 5.6x in car and bike tires. Moving to car, bike cover and accessories. So this is predominant into the car and bike covers, the car seat covers, floor mats. So car covers, a good any car cover between a price range of 850 to 900 is a good ASP. For bike covers it is 299 to 349. Floor mats 800 to 1000. Seat covers it is around 1100 to 1500. So this category is expected to see a spike of around 4.5x. Malvika, can you move to the next slide? Then moving to vehicle cleaning and car kits. Here all the car cleaning towels, dusters, cleaning kits, exterior fittings like mud flaps, door protection, other products like waxes, polishers, spray cans are part of vehicle cleaning and car kits. So cleaning towels, the ASP is around 300 to 400. Cleaning kits is around 500 to 700. Exterior fitting 650 to 900. Wax and polishes around 250 to 550. So here the bigger brands are Jopasu, 3M, Softspun, Turtle Wax. So it is a combination of head brands and also private labels. So we are expected to see a spike of around 4.1x. Oils and lubricants. So this is another category which is expected to see a higher spike. So we are expecting a spike of around 5.5x. So here the major product types are the car engine oils or bike engine oils, lubricants. So the bigger brands here are Liquimoly, Shell, Mobil, Motul, Castrol. For car engine oil, the right ASP would be somewhere 900 to 1700. Bike engine oil around 300 to 600. Lubricants 400 to 600, and oil additives from 250 to 450. So this is the price range for oils. Lighting and accessories. So these are so this is basically the fog light assemblies, air fresheners, interior lighting, exterior light bulbs, are part of this category. So the top brands in this are in the air fresheners we have Ambipure and Godrej, and also we have in the car lights. So this is again dominant by the private labels. We are expected to see a spike of around 4.4x in this subcategory. Yeah, that's it from automotive.
Malvik, yeah, can you go to last slide, please? Yeah, Aditya, would you like to take this up?
Yeah, sure, Rishikesh. So I will cover the first few pointers here, right? So I will start with no-cost EMI. So no-cost EMI is basically it is targeted to customers who do not have the who want to purchase it product through EMI, which is almost 20% of the customers. This is more beneficial on high ASP items, especially with ASP greater than 3,000. So all ASINs wherever ASP is greater than 3,000, sellers can configure a no-cost EMI, and this helps in improve conversions because this has shown that it can improve conversions to at least 50-60% as per past data, and that increase the sales for sellers. In terms of risk of not getting money, etc., there is no risk to sellers. So like if a customer has purchased a 5,000 item, so the seller will get the complete amount minus the interest charges. So only the interest charges will have to be borne by the seller, which is like for let's say 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, whatever is it with bank. Amazon will not fund the interest cost, but the seller will get everything. So if 500 is the interest amount, seller will get 4,500 on the day itself of sales. On payment to bank also, it will get auto deducted. You don't have to do anything. Yeah, there is no risk to seller basically, and it can be configured by sending a mail to your Amazon account manager or to affordability@amazon.com. So basically list of ASINs greater than 3,000 ASP where you want to configure NCMI, just drop a mail to affordability@amazon and they will contact you. Second is seller powered coupons. So seller powered coupons means you would have seen that while checking out there is an option to apply a coupon, etc. So that is known as a seller powered coupons. This is a self-serve mechanism. You don't need anyone's help to configure these. You can go to Seller Central, and within Seller Central you can go to coupons, Seller Central advertising coupons, and then you can configure coupons. 2021 onwards, this year onwards, you also have the option to upload coupons in bulk. So for 200, 300 products also, if you have in your portfolio, you can just upload an Excel and all coupons will be configured. So in terms of benefits, it is two things. One is again, it improves conversions because customers see a coupon as a discount. Second thing is in terms of visibility also, coupons will be advertised on Amazon home pages and other advertising pages and wherever deals are being promoted during event. So there will be higher visibility. So as a result, ASINs which are on coupons, they receive 40% more views than normal ASINs. And in terms of conversions and unit sales also, they performed better by 55-60% from the other non-seller powered coupons in past. So it is a very good tool for sellers to do for their portfolio. And you can configure how much discount coupon you have to give, 5%, 6%, 10%, whatever you want to, you can do that. Third, yeah, I think these two things are the key things. Rishikesh, over to you.
And apart from that, I'll talk about speed in like 2 minutes now. So speed, by speed we mean the speed of delivery to the end customer, right? So by that basically we mean that if your products have the fulfilled by Amazon tag, then obviously then the speed of delivery is higher, right? And that's it is recommended to have your products into Amazon warehouses which are there across the states in India, or you can have it in your flexes as well. But it's recommended to have your product specifically for Diwali with an FBA tag, which will be essentially either flexes or FCs. there are new one more update which I wanted to give was there are new FCs which I've opened. You might have got a mail from the Amazon team, and this has been like you might have got the mail like in last 10 to 15 days or maybe a month. There are FCs in Jaipur, Bangalore, Coimbatore, and there are 2 more places. Total 5 FCs have opened. So the appointment issues that you generally would start seeing for Diwali, if you register for these FCs, then you might see the high chances of getting the appointments, because these are new FCs and the registrations to these FCs are not very high as of now. So these FCs will take time to start choking up. Hence, it is recommended that you make the best of it. Plus, I'm pinging one link in the chat window to entire audience. Yeah, this is the seller reward program which is currently live. Right, this you can check the details there, but the SRP construct is such that if you can increase the inventory levels as on 22nd of August, if you can increase the inventory from that point to 22nd September, if there is an increment of 50%, then you get a reward of 50% off on the storage fee. And if you can increase the inventory for that particular month, right, from 22nd August to 22nd September by 100%, then there is a 95% waiver on the storage fee, right? So this is like a very low-hanging fruit for all of us. So if you could, anyway, you are going to inbound in the FCs, right? So if you could do it within the stipulated time and increase double the inventories, then you can get the benefit of this reward program as well. Correct. That's pretty much all I had on speed as well. The only last point before we before we pause for taking any questions is anything which will be there in inventory will sell for the Diwali sale, right? Because this is the kind of event which is 28-day, 1 month long event, and whichever will be there in inventory will sell if you have a good price point. Correct. So the first and foremost will be having inventories in place. Second, once you have inventory, moving these inventories into FBS, and third, having the right pricing on these ASINs. If you could, and last will be focus on the sponsored ads on your top ASINs, which you think are selling the best for you. Correct. If you can work on these 4 things, then I think Diwali would be really good for all of us, like including you, right? So that's pretty much all we had for this day, and open to any questions that you might have. Please post on the chat window. We will be there for 5-10 more minutes. In case any questions, we are happy to answer. Thank you. Wish you happy Diwali in advance, and let's make the best of the season. All the best. Thanks. Cool. Thanks a lot everyone for joining the session.